Hi, my name is Jessica Lucas, and today I'm going to take you through the steps it takes in order to get a horse ready for riding. First off, I'm going to talk to you about what you need to wear around a horse and when you're riding. I have hard-sole boots that have an inch heel, so when I'm riding they don't slip in the stirrup. I'm wearing jeans that are durable, so nothing's going to get ripped and it's protecting my legs, and I'm wearing a regular t-shirt. No jewelry because animals tend to gravitate towards shiny things and you can end up hurt or get caught on something. And first things first, I'm going to show you the tools that you're going to need. I have a saddle here with me. It's just your regular average saddle, that nothing special, but it does the job. And you have the blanket to protect the horse from the saddle whenever you're riding. It keeps you from sliding. And over here you have your tools for your prep. You got your brushes and your hoof pick, or hoof knife as I like to call it. And first things first, I'm going to show you how to properly tie your horse up. I'm going to show you how to tie a quick release knot, because if the horse were to get spooked or scared and wants to move away really fast, you can easily come down, pull the rope, and the knot comes loose. The horse can get away from you, you can get away from the horse. It keeps you and your horse safe from getting hurt. We have a loop up here that not everybody has. Right there, it's keeping it safe to where I don't have to worry about tying the knot. But I'm going to show you how to do the knot because not everybody has that loop. Alright, I've got the rope up here around this loop. So I'm going to pull the rope around one complete time. And then I'm going to make a loop and pull it through. You see that? That's your quick release knot. So if I need to do anything, I can pull it and he can pull the rope through and get away. Alright, this is Smoke. He is a dapple gray quarter horse that we've had for a few years now. He's really good with his feet, and that's why I chose him to do the demonstration with. He's also really good with riding. And he's a little bit shorter, so I can saddle him easier for you. Alright, I'm going to let him know where I'm at by rubbing down his leg. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to pinch this tendon right here, and he knows to pick that foot up for me. And I'm going to take my hoof pick. I'm going to clean around the shoe and around the frog area. This is where most of his weight is, on his feet. And I want to make sure there's no rocks in here, so nothing's going to get bruised, he's not going to get hurt, it's not going to cause a lot of pain, because it's like getting a splinter on your fingernail when they get a rock in their shoe. You don't want to feel that pain. And I'm going to let it down. I've already done the other 3 feet, so now I'm going to move on to brushing him down. And you brush the horse down to make sure there's no dust or anything, so because you don't want that between the saddle rubbing them raw. And when you're riding, you want to ride a pretty horse when you're riding. You want to ride a clean horse. You're displaying your horse when you're riding. So I'm going to brush down from the neck, get any extra hair, dirt off of him. This also acts as like a little bit of bonding time for you and your horse before you ride, to get him used to you, because he's been in the pen, you haven't ridden him every day. Just get used to each other again. And I've already done the other side. So now I'm going to show you where to put the blanket at. We double up our blankets here just as extra precaution to keep the horse comfortable so you don't slide. Now he's kind of off balance, and I'm going to nudge him a little bit to get him balanced so I can set this right. Thank you, boy. Alright, I'm going to throw the blanket up here. And I'm going to put it up here at the base of his neck. This is called his withers. It's the highest spot of his back. And it's also where your saddle horn is going to be rubbing against. So you want that blanket there to protect him from that hard part of that saddle. I'm going to make sure that it's even on both sides, so nothing's slipping. Now, I'm going to move to the hard part. I'm going to pick up all of the stuff off of this side of the saddle and hook it to the horn of the saddle. So as it's easier for me to pick up and it's easier for me to throw over him whenever I'm putting the saddle on. And that's a lot of extra leather straps that you really don't want to get hit with when you're saddling up your horse. I'm going to stand next to him and I'm going to throw it over. So it's up there on your blanket. Take in mind, I'm a little bit smaller, so it is going to be a little bit harder for me to throw that saddle up on this tall horse. Let all those straps fall to that side. Make sure the saddle is square. I'm going to go around to this side and make sure that my straps are where they need to be first. Alright, so I'm making sure all my straps are pulled down on this side, so when I go back over there, I'm ready to saddle. And when I'm walking around, I'm making sure he knows where I'm at, because you don't want to walk behind a horse without letting him know. And if you don't know the horse, you don't need to be walking behind him at all, because horses have a tendency to kick what they can't see. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do in this next process is I'm going to throw the stirrup over the saddle horn to keep it out of the way and prevent it from getting in the way of me strapping this next part down. I'm going to lean down and I'm going to pull the strap, which is also known as the girth, and slip this piece of leather through it. And pull it tight, because you want everything to fit snug so nothing slips and your saddle doesn't fall. I'm going to pull it and put it through this metal ring right here. And continue to tighten as I go. And then I'm going to put it once again to this ring. And make sure everything is even so that nothing slips. Once again, pull it through. And I'm going to pull it through again, but I'm going to go to my right, and I'm going to put it through the ring. And I'm going to end up looping it like that, so that everything is snug, the saddle's not sliding, and that part is done. Next thing, I'm going to come under here and pull this belly strap. And since he's kind of a chunkier horse, he's not going to need it that tight, because we don't want him uncomfortable. We're only going to put that on this first dot right here. Alright, I can pull this down. My next step is I'm going to pull this part down and around, and it's going to sit right here, and I'm going to strap it to this ring on this side of the saddle. To do so, you just pull it through. Make sure everything's even. Pull it through, and I'm going to go to where two of my poles are showing, so it's just tight enough to where, but it's not uncomfortable for the horse. Pull it through like you would put a normal buckle, and then put it under here. And the last thing is you're going to take and strap this to this metal ring under here that's attached to your girth, and your horse is saddled. This piece right here is pretty much just decorative, but it's nice to look at. You'll see a lot of saddles with a bunch of hardware and silver on them that are really decorative and really expensive, but you don't need to go out and spend $5,000 on a saddle. You can find one just as good for a cheaper price. And last but not least, I'll show you how to properly mount your horse. I'm going to put my foot in the stirrup, make sure that my foot's not sliding, the heel is preventing it from going through. Grab this side of the saddle and grab the horn. Pull yourself up, sling your other leg over in one fluid motion, and make sure it's securely in the stirrup, and then you're ready to ride. And that is how you properly prepare your horse for riding.